Godzilla -1.
Okay, so Eli and I went and watched the new Godzilla -1. So here's a quick little review of the movie. The best Godzilla movie I've seen in a long time. Probably, honestly, it's probably the best Godzilla movie ever made. It's got a lot of heart. It's got a lot of stand up and cheer. It's got Godzilla doing what Godzilla does best. It's got a very heartwarming story about a family that's actually probably usually Godzilla's usually the main star of the movie, and in this movie it's not. It's this family that's in post World War II. It takes place in post World War II. They come together. It's kind of sort of a makeshift family between let's see how I'm trying to pronounce his name, Shimi Sasaki or something like that. Noriko, I think was her name, and Akiko, kind of like, not husband, not wife, not daughter. They were a makeshift family that was come together because all of them's family had died at the end of World War II. And that is really the emotional core of this movie, is this family. And it was really good. The moments towards the end, Godzilla, obviously, it's a Godzilla movie. The spectacle was amazing. Spectacle at the end, it's fantastic. Literally, all I could think about was growing up, where I really began to love Godzilla was my grandfather, my papa, as I called him. I would really get into these Godzilla movies, and he'd jump up in his seat, and he'd watch them 100 times, and at the end, boy, he'd get excited, he'd clap them hands, and that's all I could think about was what he'd be doing. He'd be at the end of the movie, he'd be clapping them hands, and I was watching Eli, my little boy, getting towards the end of the movie. A couple times he'd throw his hands up there, yeah, all in excitement, and boy, I was just really, really enjoyed it. Really. It's got a lot of heart. And that's the one thing about a lot of people loved Shin Godzilla. I kind of was a little hesitant going to this because I wasn't a huge fan of Shin Godzilla, because one of the things I thought was missing from Shin Godzilla was the heart, the human emotion, the heart. This one had all of that and more, a little melodramatic at points. But I'm all about some melodrama as long as it's it makes sense, and it made sense. So overall, special effects had a couple of moments where it was like, definitely wasn't Godzilla, monarch Godzilla. I mean, a legendary Godzilla as far as looks go, but I mean, it's the best looking Godzilla to me that Toho has ever done. So, kudos on that. The destruction, I could have used a little more destruction in the movie, a little more of a rampaging Godzilla. The longest maybe might have been 5 minutes worth of rampage, if that. But the sea fights with Godzilla, awesome, top notch. The acting, that little all the characters, they pulled out some really good actors for this movie. I don't know any of them. I'm not a Japanese movie fan, but really good actors and actresses. And I would definitely give it, a thumbs up all the way. 2 thumbs up on my end. I know my son would. He absolutely loved it. And recommend anybody go and watch Godzilla -1. 4.5 out of 5 stars. 2 thumbs up, however you want to rate it. 9 out of 10. It's fantastic. So go watch Godzilla -1 in theaters this December 1st, which was this past Friday. I'm not sure how long it's going to be playing. I don't know if it's going to be a week, 2 weeks, a month. I don't know what the theaters have in store for it, but it's definitely worth the watch in the movie theater.